Ano?
All the way up. All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Brian Yukoski. I'm the neighborhood community staff sergeant here at 42 Division. And you know what? I'd first like to acknowledge that this is a fantastic day. Look at the weather. We have fantastic weather here for an amazing event that we're announcing this morning. So, you know, we talk about land acknowledgement, and I think it's that today. And so I'd like to just ponder, think for a moment about the intergenerational trauma that's experienced in our communities today, our diverse Indigenous communities here in Scarborough, our residential schools. These are things that have happened in our lifetime, our parents' lifetime, and our grandparents. It's so happy to acknowledge the land we're standing on, the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, the Wendat people, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by deep roots. So, we are here to kick off the 31st annual 31st Distillery between our auxiliary officers today and our members of 41, 42, and 43 of us. This toy drive was started in 1994 by Auxiliary Sergeant Carrie Molly. She identified a real need for helping children and ensuring that they receive gifts, a gift over the holiday season during the walkthrough. Carrie Molly continues to be part of the toy drive to this day, and we'll be hearing from her shortly. This program is also driven by our strong their time together with our community members, police officers, and many of our local businesses. As I said, this is the 31st group of Auxiliary Toy Drive, which helps children including those at shelters and centers throughout Scarborough. It truly focuses on those less fortunate during this holiday season. Generous donations for organizations and members. Saturday, December 14th, the Auxiliary Toy Drive will be delivering a ton of toys to our diverse communities with the assistance of the Jolly Old Elf himself. Wide range of business here and small, individuals, schools, faith, and missions that support them. Like toys, massive thank you. At this time, I would like to welcome. Yeah. Before she starts, just want to make
Well, we have some technical difficulties here. Is that better? Everyone can hear? Good. Of course, there's a mic that I don't. Welcome everyone. It's so nice to see everyone. It's a little awkward for me to like look forward when you guys are behind me. So I'm going to look always here. And it's my pleasure to be here today to kick off this launch for the 31st annual Toronto Police Auxiliary Officer Toy Drive. Many of the things that Brian said today I had written down, so I'm going to go off script for a bit here. So first of all, I would first and foremost, I would like to thank our guests here today. I'd like to thank the Councillor, Deputy Mayor Jen McKelvey. I'd like to thank Alan from Family Services. I would like to thank our CPLC members, the Carrie Mallon from our then auxiliary police sergeant who started this in 1994, I believe it was. So an incredible 31 years ago. I'd like to thank Amar from the Kennedy Road BIA for being here today and from our shelter partners that are here. So thank you very much. And then I'm looking across and looking at all the auxiliary members here. And for those of you that don't know, auxiliary members volunteer their time to make our community safer. And they put that time above their own personal commitments to their family and to their own careers. And I think that you're so selfless and generous for doing so. And I want everyone to give a round of applause to them. So much like Ryan said, this year there's a great need. And if anyone listened to the news this week, the Toronto Daily Food Bank launched their Who's Hungry report. And in that report, they said that 3.49 million people have visited. Good morning, Councillor. I'd like to recognize Councillor Jamal Mars as well, and Santa, his assistant, who also give us great support here at 42, and all within Scarborough and their constituents. So again, what I was talking about for the great need here is that the food bank released their report where they said 3.49 million people in the city of Toronto rely on food banks and visited a food bank this year. That's 1 in 10 families in the city of Toronto that rely on food banks for food to feed their children and families. And that's up from 1 in 20 just 2 years ago. So this year, above any year, I feel that it's more prevalent for food insecurities that people will rely on gifts and toy drives like this to make their family holiday a special one and to give to their children. So it's so important for this toy drive, and it's so well needed in our communities. As Brian said, we will be. This toy drive can only achieve its goals by generous donations from organizations and members of the community. Without these donations, providing this little bit of happiness to these families is not possible. Thank you, the community leaders, the business leaders, the individuals, the schools, the legions that sponsor us with either a cash donation and or collecting toys from their students, their family members, their friends, their coworkers. Many of those also leave drop-off boxes at their businesses for toys, as well as collect toys at their company business parties or Christmas parties. Thank you to Sachets. I know Mahesh is here. They started off the toy drive this year with an incredible 2 large massive bags of toys. So a big thank you to you. Thank you. The Amar from the Kennedy BIA has a generous donation that he's going to present here later today. And then you may ask yourself, how do I like donate to this cause? You can go to any of the Scarborough divisions, 41, 42, or 43, and we'll have a drop-off box at the door. I'd also like to recognize and thank the Toronto Zoo. They will be holding a Cram the Cruiser event on December 7th. So I encourage everyone to visit the zoo, bring a toy, donate, and enjoy our world-class zoo that we have here right here in Scarborough. So they're a great community partner. Thank you. As Brian said, these gifts will be delivered throughout December, and we will have our guest of honor here with us. So I hope we're all not naughty and that we're nice that day and we hand out some gifts. Don't be a Grinch. We have the Grinch here today on a special, and make sure that we don't donate. And then I think I had a couple other notes here. The shelters, we're happy to, and family residents, we're really happy to do this and to go. I can tell you that every time that I do this, and I feel like it benefits me more than just as much. I don't want to say more, but just as much as the people that we touch. Having the opportunity to go out and give a little bit of joy and kindness in this time, this holiday season, is the right thing to do, and it's certainly something that brings joy to all of us. Thank you to the NCOs. Thank you to the community members that are here. And with that, let's hope that we have a successful and wonderful year for Auxiliary Toy Drive this year. Thanks again.
Before you leave, a couple of kids said that they knew that there were toys being handed out here, so they wondered if they could get a berry.
Oh, absolutely. Come on up. This is what it's about. So, is there ones that you would like? There's a whole bunch of beers that people are holding.
This is very nice paper.
Okay. There we go. Amazing. So, would you guys like if we do a picture? You want to come and see Santa?
Okay, perfect.
Amazing. Okay, let me hand it over to our MC.
Thanks, kids. Watch your step there, yeah. That's that.
Thank you very much, Superintendent. Next up, in Juliet's place, I'd like to welcome up to the podium, please, Sadi Marine Vipa.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Satina Ryan Bipat. I'm the program manager at Juliet's Place. Our official name is Homemade Family Shelter. We operate as Juliet's Place in honor of a mom, Juliet, that resided with us and was killed by police. So the reality of it stays with us. I would like to thank Leanna. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank the officers of 41, 42, and 43 Division for all their support, and the auxiliary officers. Juliet's Place is a shelter for assaulted women and their children. We're the largest single shelter in Northeast Scarborough. We provide services to 35 individuals, 12 to 13 moms and their children. We're also one of the only shelters that will take children, male children that are over 19, as long as they reside with their mom, and she is the provider for that child. We have 12 rooms. We have rooms for moms with babies, and we have larger rooms for moms with up to 3-4 children coming into the shelter. This toy drive is so very important to us every year around the 14th. The families, the house, the counselors, the advocates are so excited. We get to meet our local officers. They come in, they're so amazing. They sometimes drop off food, toys, other things to the shelter, and we're so thankful and grateful. But this toy drive, the children, the mom, they get ready early in the brunch, and their excitement for the day is to see Santa. They see Santa, they meet with Santa, they have a picture with Santa, and it's something that they hold on to and they carry with them for a long time. They build relationship with the community officers. It's a positive relationship, but it's one time they get to meet Santa, to sit, to have a meal together, to enjoy their day. And that toy, it is representative of joy, of happiness, of something that they probably would not be able to have, where the mom has access to money to go to take a picture with Santa, to buy toys, to buy gifts. And it comes based on age and gender, and we try our best to meet those things. So from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank you all. The women and children. So, thank you so much. Without you, it would not be possible, and we are so very grateful. The moms and the children are so excited, and they plan for this for weeks. They plan their outfits, they plan what they're going to do, who's going to be first, who's going to have their picture taken. We're so very grateful. And so, on behalf of the women and children, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. Last year, I had the pleasure of first time all the kids were all dressed up. So thank you so much for what you do and the impact you have on the community. It's really something. And you can follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Give them a television. So thank you so much. Okay, folks, next up we have Brigé Bryan of the Retired Women's Teachers of Ontario. Please come.
Thank you. If I address individual organizations, I will probably leave someone out. So I'm going to say good morning, everyone. And to dear Santa, good morning. As a group, as various organizations, you are all spreading joy in the community and joy to the world. Very appropriate. Now, as I'm very pleased to be here for your 31st annual toy drive. And thank you so much to Carrie for being the founder. In RWTO, we have around 200 members who are retirees from various organizations affiliated with education. They may be teachers, social workers, speech pathologists, school secretaries, just to name a few. And we are from the various boards in elementary, secondary, the Catholic boards, and the French boards. Our members regularly meet for lunch. We get caught up on events in each other's lives. We are there as a support system for each other over, well, a delicious meal and also a lot of dynamic speakers, such as the Toronto police officer who came last year and gave us a presentation on safety for seniors. Very important presentation. We also have a monthly newsletter that keeps us up to date on various events. And this is really valuable not only to the active members, but also those who are shut in. We have some who are very elderly and they're either isolated in their own homes and their adult children are looking after them, or they are in some assisted living facility. And in some cases, the only contact they have with us is through the monthly newsletter. We have cases where their adult children will print the newsletter out and then read it to the elderly parent. It's a privilege to team up with all of you, the auxiliary police, the Toronto police, and all of you who are involved in this wonderful activity. You not only keep our streets safe through your fine efforts, but you also do your part to nurture the community. You mentor your clients, whether it's through the justice system or through social work or other organizations, and you steer them in a positive direction. Our WTO supports various charities. We enjoy teaming up with you in this fun-filled toy drive. One thing. We send Juliet's Place gently used magazines. We pay for sports equipment, school supplies, baby needs, and toiletries. Some of our members enjoy handmade items. A lot of them do knitting and crocheting. They will make blankets and other items and donate them to Juliet's Place. May God bless all of you for your outstanding community service. Most importantly, hopefully the children that are benefiting from this will grow up and remember this generosity and pass it on. No matter what profession they are in, they could always be of service to other people. And in ending, I'm going to say we are all our brother's keeper. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brigitte, for sharing those kind words. And, you know, your membership taught us all growing up. And I think you continue to teach us all something here today. So thank you so much. And finally, our last speaker of the day, the founder of the Auxiliary Toy Drive, Carrie Mallett. Please come up, Carrie.
Morning, everyone, and welcome. It does feel weird standing up here and having you all behind me. In 1994, I was watching the news and a story came on about numerous families going on. And because of that, they would not be able to give their children Christmas that year. That story haunted me for days, and I knew I had to do something to help. At the time, I was a Toronto Police Auxiliary Sergeant, and I was assigned to 42 substation. I approached the station staff sergeant Gary Ellis at the time, and I explained that I had an idea. I asked the Toronto Police Service to assist me with distributing all of the goods. We were living at that time in a hotel. So I started out, started the idea of was it? Is that better? Okay. Within a few short weeks, we were able to accumulate enough toys to help over 750 children in the first year alone. With your help last year, we were able to help over 2,500 families. Over the past 31 years, the Toronto Police Auxiliary, alongside the Toronto Police Service, and with the support of local businesses and individuals who donate to this very worthy cause, help countless children have a Christmas. We have an amazing committee that, through their hard work and dedication, put in numerous hours every year to make sure that this initiative continues. I'm very proud to know and work alongside this great group of individuals. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carrie. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you, so thank you. Okay, everybody. Well, we've come to the end of our program. So I do want to thank everyone for coming, but there's a few people I'd just like to acknowledge, and they have been acknowledged, but I want to make sure we don't miss anybody. Of course, we have our Deputy Mayor, Jennifer McKelvey. Thank you for coming. We have Amar Oda from the Kennedy Road BIA. Thank you so much, sir. We have from the PetSmart on Markham Road, a proud sponsor, Catherine Mark. Thank you. Alan Simpson from the City of Toronto Family Residence down on Kingston Road. Thank you so much for coming. We have our inspector from 43 Division, our partner in this toy drive here, Ryan Miller. Thank you. You look fantastic in that hat, by the way. And a longtime scholar of the auxiliary program, auxiliary inspector, Tony Kwok. Sir. And one of our great partners, were Jessica Chatzes. Thank you. Thank you from the Toronto Zoo. And I don't know if you see, but around the room here, oh, and I apologize, Councillor Jamal Myers is here. Thank you so much. I didn't have your name written down though. And you know, when you look around here, there's a few people standing in different, they're incognito because they're not in uniform, but there are community police liaison committee members. And we have several of them here, so I want to acknowledge them and thank you so much for coming. And with that, folks, I think it's a wrap. So thank you so much for coming, and we have officially launched the 31st annual Auxiliary Toy Drive. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Sergeant. What would we do without you? I just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. This wouldn't be a success without the fine citizens of Toronto. So please dig deep and give generously if you can. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Yes. So I think
Vicky, come on. Oh no, Vicky, you're a big part of this. Yeah.
Toy Drive committee members.
Vicky.
Let's get you up.
So anyway, this is the Kennedy Road DIA, and it is a. Thank you so much. And that is a check for $2,000.
First step. Yeah, please. A nice and tight. Nice and tight. Don't feel sorry. Don't worry.